a young boy from Knoxville, Tennessee, around that area. Went to Nashville, and they let him be on the Grand Ole Opry. Never had America heard anything like that. Before, the Grand Ole Opry had been mostly old-time music, a lot of instruments and picking, and some singing. But he made the biggest impact on the music industry that yet has ever been made, including the Beatles or Elvis Presley, because he sung from his heart, and he sung the music of America from the mountains. He has been a legend in the country music field. He's been a member of the Grand Ole Opry since 1938, the longest and biggest star that show has ever had. He is the first living member of the Country Music Hall of Fame. It was to be bestowed on no one but him. He sings the songs of America. Ladies and gentlemen, here is America. Here from the Grand Ole Opry is Roy Acuff and the Smoky Mountain Boys.
From the great Atlantic Ocean to the wide Pacific, from the flowing mountain to the south belt by the shore, she's mighty tall and handsome, she's known quite well by all. She's the combination on the Wabash Cannonball. She came down from Birmingham one cold December day. As she rolled into the station, you could hear all the people say, there's a girl from Tennessee, she's long and she's tall. She came down from Birmingham on the Wabash Cannonball. To my left is Oswald with his showbro instrument. This is Jimmy Riddle with his chromatic harp. Eastern states are dandies, so the people always say. From New York to St. Louis and Chicago, by the way. From the hills of Minnesota where the rippling waters fall, no changes can be taken on the Wabash Cannonball. Charlie Collins with his grammar guitar. That's little old Joe Green way over there with the Stradivarius. Earl Sneed, I believe, has got the man with the banjo. Listen to the jingle, the rumble and the roar, as she glides along the woodland through the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engineer, that lonesome hobo squall. You're traveling through the jungles on the Wabash Cannonball. That's the dealer right there, Horny Wheeler with the harmonica. Listen to the jingle, the rumble and the roar, as she glides along the woodland through the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engineer, that lonesome hobo squall. You're traveling through the jungles on the Wabash Cannonball. Yes, and thank you, Carlton Haney, for inviting us to take part in your festival over here. Thanks to you people for being with us. Thank you. Yeah. Just a brand new broad, sunshine and rain. Just a brand new broad, joy and pain. There's still sweet memories and stopped by, then went on his way. He dropped cards and letters on my birthday. I almost ran through them. I spied one name, just a plain reading card, signed just a friend, just a friend who brought sunshine and rain, just a friend who brought joy and pain. There's still sweet memories I keep till the end. Once my precious darling, and now just a friend. Come in on you. The postmark named the city far, far away. The one who sent it recalls other days. The tear stains on it, I couldn't help but see. The card cost a nickel, it's worth millions to me. Just a friend who brought sunshine and rain. Just a friend who brought joy and pain. There's still sweet memories I'll keep till the end. Once my precious darling, and now just a friend. Thank you. Oh, you're a great audience. Thank you. I just wish we could every Saturday night have this many and this much enthusiasm at our Grand Ole Opry on Saturday nights. You're a wonderful crowd. Thank you. Thank you. This is Saturday night, and it's our night to howl, and we're more than proud that Carlton Haney invited me and the group to take part in his festival over here. Now, we are not exactly a bluegrass group. We don't claim to be, but we claim to play just plain country music, American music. It's all good music, and we just want to be part of it. So we hope that you'll enjoy our portion, and I know that you've enjoyed every one of the boys and girls that have appeared on the program out here. I promise you that I'm not going to stay on as long as Sally Gooden did. That's the longest number I ever heard in my life outside of when I used to play for square dances, and we'd start about sundown and play till sun up. That's the way it goes. Well, anyway, it was a lot of fun, and there was a whole lot of them taking part in it. But here's a boy that he's appeared on the stage here before, but maybe with not just this introduction. I had the pleasure of putting this boy his first time on the Grand Ole Opry, making an introduction for him. And I was real proud because he was a North Carolina boy. He came from over in High Point. He's a good artist, a great artist in any field of music you want to put him in. He can fill the shoes of anybody with their fiddle, and I'm proud that he's on stage with me here tonight. Thank you, Joe Green, and we're going to turn Joe Green loose with the microphone here and his fiddle, and let him entertain you with one of his favorite numbers. Joe, you make your own selection, whatever it be. This is Joe Green. Make him welcome, will you?
Thank you, Roy. I'll do Roy Acuff's favorite fiddle number, I guess, Katie Hill. I played it here 1 year before.
Get hot, Joe! foot down. All right. Thank you. And that was the way he played it the night that I introduced him at the Grand Ole Opry. That is the number that he played.
I'm certainly glad I'm here tonight instead of in Nashville, Roy.
Well, it's nice in Nashville, but it's nice to be here in North Carolina.
Yeah, but did you read the paper?
No, the Nashville paper?
Oh, there was a big killing down there last night.
You mean in our hometown?
In Nashville, there was a big killing last night.
There's going to be one right here now.
Better not.
What happened down there?
There was a man went home, found another man there with his wife. He took a 44 out and shot and killed him dead right there in the middle of the floor.
That's a terrible thing to happen in our city.
It was terrible, but it could have been a lot worse.
No, I don't see how.
Well, if it had been the night before, it'd have been me.
You better stay up here. These people are more peaceful than you are.
That's the truth if I ever told it right there.
The boy playing the harmonica here is Oney Wheeler. And Oney's been in country music for a long time and been a part of my act for several years now. And I'm real proud of him. He's a good songwriter, and he's been in the music field for a long, long time. He was my grandmother's favorite when she was just a little girl. And he's my favorite, and he'll be your favorite because Oney writes a good song, he sings a good song, and he'll entertain you. Here is Oney Wheeler. Oney, too hot to handle, and it never could be any more true.
There you go, boy.
Well, the very first time that I saw you, you with all of your charms, I knew I'd never, ever get to hold you in my arms, 'cause you're just too hot to handle. There's too many wanting you, yes, you're just too hot to handle, and that's why I feel so blue. I tried to get to your house last night to see if I could get a date. At the break of day, I'm still 2 blocks away from your front gate, 'cause you're just too hot to handle. There's too many rings your phone, yes, you're just too hot to handle, and I feel so all alone. It's like trying to see the big EP, but Elvis, he's my friend, so I guess I'll have to take him along before you let me in, 'cause you're just too hot to handle. There's too many wanting you, yes, you're just too hot to handle, and that's why I feel so blue. Maybe someday when you're old and gray and your friends are just a few, You get bigger around and the flame dies down, and I can make sweet love to you when you're not too hot to handle, and I don't have to wait in line when you're not too hot to handle.
Get up, mule.
Then with you I'll spend my time. Oh, well, baby, you're too hot to handle. Baby, you're too hot to handle. Lordy, I'd like to ask Charlie Collins to help me sing a hymn that I wrote and recorded for the Columbia people some years back. It's entitled Mother Prays Loud in Her Sleep. My mother prays so loud in her sleep. She wakes all the neighbors with her sweet ring. But no one complains, their hearts feel at ease when they hear mother praying so loud. Come home at night, and the first thing I hear is a sweet, tender voice ringing so clear. She's thanking the good Lord for all He has done, and praying that God will save everyone. My mother prays so loud in her sleep. She wakes all the neighbors with her sweet ring. But no one complains, their hearts feel at ease when they hear mother praying so loud. Oswald? When mother is praying so loud in her sleep, up on her face there's a smile so sweet. There's a picture I wish the world could see. When mother is praying so loud in her sleep. My mother prays so loud in her sleep. She wakes all the neighbors with her sweet ring. But no one complains, her heart's feel at ease when they hear mother praying so loud. When they hear mother praying so loud in her sleep.
I'd look at Joe Green over there. He really coming out of him. Now, years ago, I'm not a newcomer in the entertainment world. Many years ago, when television first came in, many of you out there can't remember when television first started, but I'll promise you that Oswald and I can, for the simple reason we were on the West Coast and we had been working in some pictures out there, and we were invited to do a television show with Carolina Cotton. And we accepted the invitation and went to the studios to do the show. And believe me, the lights back then was just as hot, if not hotter than these are tonight, and they didn't allow any air condition. Now, why, I don't know. But somehow or another it affected the lighting system, the air condition would, and Oswald and I had to walk out of it. After each number, we had to get out and get away from the heat. It was so extreme. But this tonight is pretty hot. They've got lights up here especially for the cameras, I suppose. But anyway, it is hot here tonight, but we have seen it just as hot. Here's a boy that's been in the act for a long, long time, Jimmy Riddle. Jimmy does a great job in country music. May some of you have been watching the Hee Haw show and recognize Jimmy's part. Thank you. Thank you. He's not one of the big stars, but if they would let him, he's as fine a talent as they've got on Hee Haw, but he's as fine as we've got on the Grand Ole Opry, too. Let him give you an imitation of a good old Tennessee fox chase. Thank you. I'm going to keep the same old horse up here and work him some more. Going to put a different bit in his mouth, the one he used on the Wabash Cannonball, and let him do for you a number that I think all of you will enjoy, because the chromatic harp is a little more difficult to play than the other, has the plunger on it. Watch him gigging this thing with his left hand and enjoy the Indian Love Call. Jimmy?
Sitting Bull's theme song. Down.
Thank you. Jimmy Riddle, Jimmy, there was a young boy, one of the younger members that's out here, and he's a young musician, and he asked me if I would do the Freight Train Blues for him. So let me try to do it. Will you take it off? Now I was born in Dixie in a boomer's shack, just a little shanty by the railroad track. The humming of the drivers was my lullaby, when a freight train whistle taught me how to cry. I got the freight train blues. Lordy, 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 I got 'em in the bottom of my rambling shoes. When the whistle blows, I gotta go. Oh, Lordy, I guess I'm never gonna lose the freight train blues. Now my daddy was a farmer and my mama dear, she was the only daughter of an engineer. Sweetie loved a brakeman, now it ain't no joke, but it's a shame the way she kept that good man broke. Well, the steamboat whistle never stirred my soul. Aeroplanes and autos always leave me cold. The only thing that makes me want to navigate is the wildcat whistle on the southbound parade. I got the freight train blues. Lordy, 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 I got 'em in the bottom of my rambling shoes. When the whistle blows, I gotta go. Oh, Lordy, I guess I'm never gonna lose the freight train blues. Well, it's time I'm old enough to quit my running around. I've tried 100 times to stop and settle down, but every time I find a place I wanna stay, I hear a freight train whistle, Lord, I'm on my way. I got the freight train blues. Lordy, 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 I got 'em in the bottom of my rambling shoes. When the whistle blows, I gotta go. Oh, Lordy, I guess I'm never gonna lose the freight train blues. Thank you. Thank you. I'd just love to take all of you home with me. I tell you now, you're a fine audience to perform for. Friends and neighbors, the instrument that Oswald is playing over here is made by the Showbud people and presented to him for one reason, because it was a good instrument. That was one reason. But the other reason was they wanted someone to play it that could give it the proper touch and the proper tone. Listen to the touch that Oswald gives this instrument. request for this. What a beautiful thought I am thinking concerning a great speckled bird. Remember her name is recorded on the pages of God's holy word. 'Tis soaring to lower her standard. They watch every move that she makes. They long to find fault with her teaching, but really they find no mistake. I am glad I have learned of her meekness. I am proud that my name is on her book. Oh, I want to be one, never fearing the face of my Savior's true love. When he cometh descending from heaven on the clouds as he writes in his word, I'll be joyfully gathered to meet him on the wings of that great speckled bird. Thank you. 33 years ago, Oswald and I walked in front of a WSM microphone on our audition night, and we introduced that number to WSM listeners, and it is still one of the most requested numbers on the Grand Ole Opry, and we are very proud of the song, The Great Speckled Bird, and thanks to you many people who asked for it and requested it, and we hope that you enjoy it. It's a song that has a lot of meaning in it when you really study it out and read it in Jeremiah, the 12th chapter and 9th verse, and make your own decision as to what the great speckled bird represents. Here is a boy that's one of your hometown boys, I could call him, not very far from here. He was raised in this section of the world, but I've become to know him down in Nashville. He works down there with some of the bands and does a good job. Everyone thinks a lot of him. He worked quite a while with Bill Monroe and the Bluegrass Boys. He's been with several of the artists and does a good job. And I found out he was here, and I asked him to appear on stage with me, and he offered to do it, and I'm mighty proud that he did. And I think you'll enjoy one of the hometown boys. Maybe he'll do a little more bluegrass than we do. This is Earl Sneed. Earl, well, you can take the microphone right there and play us a good rousing, anything you want to play. You make your own selection. Earl Sneed, make them, Earl. Thank you. Friends, all of these boys can well represent Grand Ole Opry. They have every one appeared on Grand Ole Opry, and I'm aware of that. You know, we were on our way back this past November from over in the Vietnam and Thailand. Having been over, that was our fourth time. But we enjoyed going over and playing for the boys over there. And on our way back, we stopped in the island of Hawaii.
Hot dog!
Well, there was a lot of pretty girls and orange juice, and we had a lot of fun.
I had a wonderful time, Roy. I wish you'd have been with me.
I think I'll go with you next.
You know what I'd done when you was in there drinking all that old juice and stuff?
What'd you do?
I snuck out there and got engaged to one of them hula dancers. I got engaged to one, but she wiggled out of it before I get away from there.
She'll never regret that wiggle, I can say that.
You know how they do the hula dance, don't you?
How they do it?
They get a little bunch of oats, they tie it around the neck and get some hay and wrap it around the waist, and they start rotating the crop just around and around.
They do a nice job of rotating them.
Oh, they got some nice crops, too, honey. That could be the reason my darling wife gouges at me every time I go home, Roy.
That what now?
Oh, my wife fusses every time she found I got engaged over there.
If she knew what me and Joe Green knows on you, you wouldn't get to go home.
Oh, I wish you could hear her fuss on me.
You know what? You know what I do when I go in home and Mildred, my wife, starts that nagging and fussing at me?
I wish you'd tell me something to do.
I can't tell you what to do, but I'll tell you what I do. I lay her down across my lap and gently lift her dress and give her a good spanking.
Won't do a bit of good at my house.
That
won't do any good at home.
Have you tried it?
I certainly have.
Lay her down across your lap?
I did.
Lift her dress?
Yes.
Spank her?
No, I forgot what I was mad about.
Oh, you stretch.
That's the truth if I ever told it right there.
You must be a hillbilly fiddler. You just got your prescription fulfilled. You didn't give her no medicine. You spank her the next time, you'll get some results out of it.
And I'm a mess.
Yeah, you are. I'll guarantee you. Here's a boy that records for the Stardate people and appears on the Grand Ole Opry with me each Saturday night and can feature on anybody's country show. Charlie Collins, let him sing for us.
Well, I stopped at a roadhouse in Texas, a little place called Hamburger Dam. I heard that old jukebox start playing a song about a truck driving man. The waitress then brought me up some coffee. I thanked her and called her back again. I said that old song should have fit me, 'cause I'm a truck driving man. Pour me another cup of coffee. I'll put a quarter in the jukebox, and I'll play that truck driving man. I climbed back aboard my old semi, and then like a flash I'm gone. I've got them truck wheels rolling. Now I'm on my way to San Antonio. Pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. I'll put a quarter in the jukebox, and I'll play that truck driving man. And I'll play that truck driving man.
That's little Joe, and I'm very proud that he's up here with his daddy, and I had the chance to introduce him. Way about used up our time. We got to...
I thought it was that little boy I seen out there at the gate a while ago, Roy.
Who'd you see
Little
out there?
fella about the same size of that boy, sitting out there crying like his little heart was going to break.
Uh-huh.
I walked over and I patted him on the head and said, "Sonny boy, what you crying for?"
Yeah?
He said, "I'm a-crying because I can't do what the big boys do."
Oh,
I sat down and cried with him right out there at the gate.
Take off, I saw the light there, Joe.
I saw the light, I saw the light, no more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light.
I wandered so aimless, life filled with sin. I wouldn't let my dear Savior in. Then Jesus came like an angel in the night.
Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light.
Just like the blind man, I wandered alone. Wearies and tears I claimed for my own. Then like the blind man, that God gave back his sight.
Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light.
to tell you that this has been a pleasant hour for us. We've enjoyed every minute of it. I hope that you found something about it that's been pleasing to you, and maybe we'll have the opportunity of trying to entertain you again sometime. We hope that maybe sometime you'll take time and come and visit us down at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA. But if you don't, maybe I can come back and see you people again sometime. If this keeps growing, thank you. I was here. Thank you. I was with you last year. And I was pleased to know that I was invited back again. Everybody can't go back where they've been sometime, but I thank you for letting me come back. Bye-bye.
Roy Acuff and the Smoky Mountain Boys. Roy, take a bow. Take a bow, Roy. Okay. That's it. Band's already downstairs. And when you do get down to Music City, be sure to visit Roy Acuff's museum down there. That is one of these sites.